Hi everybody, it's Glenn here from Modelux UK. I've done another video now doing a Dawlish one Footbridge, which is 00. But before I go on to that, I'd just like to say thanks to all the people that have joined the channel recently. It's great, and that our website is now up and running. So if you go onto Modelux in your search engine, we should come up. Have a look at the range. There's a 0, 00 and N gauge, so just have a look, see what you think. Any questions, just email me. My email address is on the website. Any questions at all about anything concerning Modelux, let me know. Okay, so I'll crack on with the vid. So there we go, that's the finished bridge. Obviously this video is on how I built it. The kit's very straightforward, and the detailing is very good. It certainly puts the other bridge I've got in this layout to shame. That's a fact on detail quality, which is this one over here. So going back, if I can find it again. So there you go. It's a very pretty bridge. It comes pre-coloured, so all you've got to do really is build it. So now I'll show you from the start how I did it. And the instructions are in the kit, but I just thought this would make it a bit easier for people. Okay, well thanks for watching. Alright everybody, right, today I'm going to build this Modelux Victorian footbridge. This is 00 scale. So that's as it comes with the instructions. So I'll start by opening the instructions, getting all the stuff out of the bag as well, and we'll have a look what we get. Right, so start off with the instructions do actually say make sure you've got 5 bags from this kit to start. So I'll open this package and we'll have a look. Right, so there's the 5 packs. That looks like the brick pillars. And the first thing we're going to do is the steps, which is this packet, and they must be the steps. So I'll put those to one side for a moment. And we'll start on these. Right, the first packet contained these parts, which obviously the side banisters. And the second packet contained all the steps. Now it does recommend you use a PVA glue, so that's what I'm using. And the first thing to do is to fit the steps. Now it says fit 14 steps obviously up here, but then you've got one hole on its own, which must be for the narrow step. So I'll glue those in and see how it goes. Right, so that's the 14 steps in. So now it says take the top banister, put that on top, obviously using PVA, and using tweezers gently press together or press into the holes. Right, so there's the first set of steps. It is very fiddly to line all the steps up to get them in the notches, and you definitely do need tweezers. But done. Now to repeat on the second one. So there we go, that's a two lot of steps completed. And going by the instructions, it's and the next thing is making the posts. You will need 2 tall posts for the deck centre and 6 short ones for the tower tops. So they must be in this bag. So I'll have a look in there. Right, so what I've done here is made half the posts, just glued them, let them go up a bit and then join them together. So I need 6 small posts and 2 tall ones. It says in the instructions there's loads of spares, but there's also the tops there and everything as well. So that is 6 of the small posts and 2 of the larger ones. Now I've got to put the tops on the posts. There's 2, a large one and a smaller one. So I'll crack on with that. It's coming together anyway. So there we have the 8 pillars, 6 short, 2 long, with all the capping stones on. That was pretty simple to do. I seem to have a lot of parts over, but it says you do get loads of spares on the instructions. Okay, so the next part is the deck. So I'll move this, clear this board, and we'll have a look at that. So the first part of the deck is to glue these on right to the edge, one at each side. And then I've got the cross members to put in. There should be 3 of those. Right, that's the bottom of the deck done. There's 3 strands. I put one in the wrong place to start off with, that's why I got the glue marks. More glue marks than I'd like. Oh, there you go. Right, the last bit is to put the 4 brackets on, which actually will tie it into the 2 small towers. And that's that bit finished.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
The next stage is just to build these, I think there's 5 steps. Build them all together. Yeah, I've got a small step and 4 large ones. So now I've made the 2 sets of small steps. They need to be let me show that a bit better. It's very hard to do this, but like that, but push back. So I glue them into place. And I think the next thing is the railings. So there's the 2 long posts in there, and with the railings up. So it's finally coming together. Right, so that's all the steps built and everything coming together. So the next stage is building the 2 towers. On the instructions it starts off making the tower, glue the internal wall parts into position as shown. So I start building. Now I've fitted 3 of the walls, and I've put the internal brickwork in to make it look like the brick pillars. This here is just a bit of card I've used to get the 90 degrees. So that's the internal walls fitted. Obviously you've got to make sure you've got a left and a right. See, everything seems to be a bit of a shadow here. I think that looks a bit better. So right, the next part is put the floors in. So that's the brickwork of the towers finished. I've fitted the internal walls. A bit of PVA everywhere. So now I've got the capping stones, which are here. Now they are numbered, so you put one on top of the other and then put them on top. So there's the 2 towers, nearly finished. The coping stones are on the top now. All I've got left to do really is just put the small posts on and the little bit of fencing. Then I can join it all up and see what it looks like. So that's both the towers finished. So the next thing to do is to lay them down and glue it all together. So right, I'll crack on with that. So there we go, that's the Arrow Dawlish footbridge. As you see, there is quite a few spares. The thing about laser cutting is sometimes I do not cut true. So I always like to put a few spares in just in case. But I think that's a good addition to any layout.